Hey, hello YouTube and welcome back to a new video with Ramfan YT. In today's video, we will be doing the National League's best summer transfer. Okay, I know that the National League don't have summer and winter transfer windows. It's just one continuous one till March. However, I sort of feel justified covering the National League because most transfers do operate within the summertime or when most other clubs do their transfer business, I suppose. There's been some exciting ones. Obviously, I've not managed to, like, if there's any news which has come out, I don't know, today or a few days ago, which may slant it. Obviously, I apologise if you think they are different. Feel free to disagree in the comments if you've got any better players. But these are, in my opinion, the best transfers. We'll start with AFC Fylde with Josh Kay. Josh Kay started his career at Fylde and now he returns to the club after amassing some critical EFL experience. He's achieved promotion from the National League in 2020 with Barrow, and he adds competition for places as a minimum. His direct running style and attacking intent, Josh will provide them with another option in the forward areas. Josh is quick, robust, and has the technical capability to play with both feet, enabling him to fulfill many options in positional terms. Aldershot Town, Kobe Rowe. The dominant centre-back made 29 League Two appearances with Sutton United last season. He brings in plenty of EFL experience and was part of a 2020-21 National League winning side. Altrincham, Sam Roscoe. He's a towering presence as the centre-back is 6'5" and was the Northern Irish Premiership runners-up with Linfield last season. He's a left-sided centre-half who will give them a balance, a great balance, mind you, and aerial strength. He's extremely comfortable on the ball, and he topped all the charts at his last club for duels won in both boxes. They obviously needed to improve in them areas in attacking the ball in both boxes. He's a great age at 25 with experience in both Scotland and Northern Ireland and has made appearances on the European stage as well. As a person, he's very down to earth and will bring a real calmness, composure and winning mentality to them. Barnet, Gary Hooper. Hooper has all the main attributes to play as a striker. He is strong and can hold the ball up well. He is also a good finisher. He has been described as being a penalty box striker. However, he can pass the ball well, and this allows midfielders to play off him. The Daily Record described him as being one of the most skilled attackers in the SPL. They also said that he had shown that he could deal with the physical nature of the Scottish game due to his ability to ride a challenge well. In their front two, Hooper usually has a more advanced role. I imagine Barnet player two front, playing off the shoulder of the last defender or in the box, and in making the runs in behind. His strength, pace, finishing ability, and awareness made him suitably adapted to this role. Although Hooper is more suited to an advanced role, he is capable of switching and has the skills required to play in either a more advanced or a slightly further behind false number 9 position. This makes it very hard for defenders to mark him. During his time as manager of Rangers, Ali McQueest showed his players footage of a goal Hooper scored against them at Celtic Park. He makes a run from halfway on the left-hand side. I watched it and I showed our players it, said McQueest, adding that he, being Hooper, just has a desire to run and just get on the end of a cross. You can't buy that and you can't teach that. Boreham Wood, Liam O'Neill. O'Neill has significant experience throughout the EFL and has even made 3 appearances in the Premier League. Liam is a tidy midfielder and is someone who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to their dressing room, having played over 200 plus games in the AFL, most recently in League One. He will bring much needed competition to the squad, and he has an eye for a pass and an understanding of his role that will definitely complement their midfield unit. Bromley, Todd Miller. Young Todd has a fantastic future ahead. He gets involved in everything and has tons and tons of pace. He tends to get himself in lovely little positions. He plays off the shoulders of the wing-backs so often he gets into fantastic positions in the attacking areas. The wide man made 10 appearances in League Two with Doncaster Rovers last season. Chesterfield, Michael Jacobs. Michael's an exciting player with good Championship and League One experience and has an excellent track record of promotion, having achieved promotion from League One 3 times. He has their attacking options and he can play a very natural number 10 in a 4-2-3-1 system, while he can also play in wide positions. A player who likes to get on the ball and create things, he can be the link between midfield and attack. Michael performs with a lot of enthusiasm and has the ability to go past people. He can drop his shoulder when 1v1 and take the ball either way comfortably. Over 490 career appearances, and he scored 74 goals. So, not too shabby, especially since they brought in Will Grigg as well. Dagenham and Redbridge, Jake Hessenthaler. He complements their current midfield nicely, and his qualities and level of experience he comes in with will hugely elevate them. His wealth of experience includes several clubs in the EFL and made over 150 appearances for Gillingham alone. He can help out with the youngsters in the squad. He enjoys the dirty side of the game, which is sometimes rare, so you'll get a hard-working and 100% in his performances. Dorking Wanderers, Tony Craig. Tony played an instrumental role with Dorking last season in their relegation survival. He picked up Player of the Month award in February when he made the loan move, and he became a fan's favourite for his defensive qualities and clear leadership qualities, often becoming captain when called upon. A versatile defender who has played centrally and as fullback throughout his career, Tony has made over 300 appearances for Millwall alone, and was part of a team that was promoted from League One in 2010 and 2017, captaining the side in the latter playoff final. At Brentford in 2013-14, he also achieved promotion from League One and won Players' Player of the Year. Eastleigh, Chris Maguire. Maguire is a 34-year-old forward who can play as a striker, a support striker, or a winger. Having achieved promotion from League Two and won the EFL trophy once, but has reached the final of that competition 3 times. Maguire is a positive and brave creative player. He's said to be charismatic and entertaining to watch, while he is also a very good set-piece taker. Ebbsfleet United, Matthias Finino. The winger once recorded as being the fastest footballer on the planet and was the England under-16s captain. The direct, pacey winger comes in with experience of being a bit of a journeyman, having spent time in non-league in England, as well as playing in Slovenia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Croatia. And during his time, he's received silverware, so can provide that winning mentality. And I am well aware that Jordan Ibe did move in a couple of days ago. I still think Matthias Finino is a better player, especially since Jordan Ibe has not played in a little while. FC Halifax Town at Florent Hoti. Hoti is a midfielder who likes to get on the ball and express himself. On the other side of the game, he isn't afraid to put a tackle in and do the dirty work as well. He likes to take risks and play forward and show a bit of skill, which he learnt on the streets of Manchester, apparently. That's where he got that flair and skill and takes that into his game. Hoti is able to get on the ball and dictate play from the middle of the pitch. He takes the burden of responsibility very well. Hoti has both played for Albania and Kosovo's under-21s as well. So has played against some of the biggest names. I think he played against England under-21s at some point. Gateshead, Joe Grayson. Grayson was described by Blackburn Rovers as a classy, left-footed midfielder with a great deliveries from set plays. He can also play as a defender, and Grimsby Town manager Michael Jolly described him as somebody who is versatile to play in several different positions and adds further strength, balance and competition to their squad of Grimsby, that was. But I am sure you can apply that to Gateshead, even though they did only yesterday, last night even, lose their manager to MK Dons. I know Williamson was a really popular figure at the International Stadium, but I'm sure, given how well a position Gateshead are in right now, they'll be able to find a great caliber manager to replace them with. Hartlepool United, Joel Dixon. Dixon may be a familiar name to some Hartlepool fans, and this is because he was a youth player and had a loan spell with the club. And since then, he's played for Bolton in League One and has gained promotion from the National League with Barrow. That much needed experience is what is wanted from your keeper, really. Kidderminster Harriers, Matt Preston. Matt needs little introduction to the Kiddie fans, as he had a memorable 2021-22 campaign with them, including an appearance against West Ham in the FA Cup, where he picked up the Man of the Match award. He also has a wealth of EFL experience, coming in with over 100 appearances in League One and League Two. Maidenhead United, Jaden Mitchell-Lawson. Mitchell-Lawson, despite only making 2 appearances for Rams, looked a very lively winger. I remember my days sitting, listening to BBC Radio Derby, and I'm thinking, why is that guy not playing more? He's an absolute talent, and he put absolutely everything in when he wore the shirt. He's now a little bit more experienced, though, having had clubs in both England and Scotland, and the winger featured regularly for Ayr United last season, helping them to the Scottish Championship playoffs to try and reach the Scottish Premiership. Unfortunately, they didn't make it, but it was a very successful campaign. A talented player is one which gets the fans off their seats, really. He brings a different dynamic to the squad and is only 23 years old, so still has that huge potential. Oldham Athletic, Charlie Raglan. Having spent the last 5 years at Wharton Road and gaining promotion to League One with Cheltenham along the way, he's a player who likes to defend first and foremost. He now comes in with more knowledge and has improved immensely over the last few years. He gives them quality, he can play either side, he's a leader, he's tough, he's a fighter, he's a battler. He can play in a free, which the manager has hinted at playing at, although that manager has since left. Kevin Miller, I think, has come in recently, I believe, with the Latics. He's a proper centre-back and he can pass the ball well. They're getting a League One player, basically, who wants to play for the club. Oxford City, Martin Brzozowski. I definitely hashed that name. Why did I choose the most difficult player to pronounce that they signed? He's very flexible, which helps him one-on-ones and can spread himself very well. Marcin is a great lad and he's got footballing pedigree. He came through the youth setup at QPR and has played for Poland's underage teams. He's already become integrated into the group relatively quickly as well, according to the local press, that is, anyhow. Rochdale is the legend Adam Clayton. The impact of a signing like Adam on the dressing room could be huge. It raises standards and culturally be great for the whole group. It will make players sit up and take notice, sharpening their minds for success. His calibre and pedigree speak for themselves. His leadership and guidance, as well as his on-field coaching, is something he offers over any other signing. His Premier League experience speaks for itself, and what he can rub off on their changing room is worth its weight in gold. Clayton has made over 500 appearances, including the 2016-17 season in the Premier League with Middlesbrough. During the previous season, which saw Borough promoted, he was in the PFA Team of the Year for the Championship and was the Supporters Player of the Year. The season before that, in 2013-14, he won the Player of the Year with Huddersfield, and he's also won the EFL Trophy. This all just builds onto his profile as a real proven winner. I mean, I know he's just come off a spell at Bradford, and he still did relatively decent with that, but I will always remember him as being one of the greatest players at Middlesbrough. Solihull Moors, Joss Labadie. Okay, a robust midfielder brings a wealth of experience of Football League experience, having amassed over 350 appearances in the EFL. The 32-year-old's most impressive spells at Newport County, where he made 146 appearances, scoring 19 times across 5 seasons. The combative midfielder helped Newport stave off relegation in 2016-17 before lending a hand, helping them end up in the League Two playoff final the season after. Southend United, Brooklyn Cabongolo. He's a typical size 6'5" tall academy centre-back. However, he has improved over recent years as well. On the pitch, he acts like a professional player, but extends to his training more than any others. He's got great attributes, he's a good size, and is relatively quick as well. He's aggressive in both boxes, but his game understanding and engaged management will have to improve, and I think that will come with more senior appearances. He's one of the players who I think does have the making. It's just he needs to be given a chance. For Wealdstone, Sean Adakwa. He is a physical centre forward who is able to hold the ball up to bring his teammates into play. He's strong in the air and also has an eye for goal. He has had a loan spell in the National League with Maidstone United, although it was only a month long. Woking Greg Taylor. The 33-year-old defender is a seasoned professional getting promoted, having achieved 3 promotions, 1 from League 2 and 2 from the National League. He's also won the FA Trophy, and during the promotion campaign in 2020-21 from League 2, he was captain of that side with Cambridge, I think it was. Technically, he gives the squad a different balance, as he is very comfortable on both feet. His character and resilience will add to a depleted area, and he adds so much to the wonderful centre-backs already at the club. Winners are hard to come by, and this is purely enough to celebrate the signing of Greg's credentials. Finally, but of course not least, is York City, Daniel Batty. Batty brings a vast experience at Football League level, having featured 58 appearances in the Championship and 81 times in League One, with both Hull City and Fleetwood Town. And this is despite still being relatively young at 25 years old. Going forward, he is a threat and is a player who is good at getting into positions in the box and occasionally scoring the odd goal. I'd like to see that area improve in his game, but I'm sure that will all equally come. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're new around here. National League content has become a recent sort of inclusion of one of my more preferred favourite things, having gone and seen a variety of non-league games. There are some great skills out there. I'll be doing the National League North-South ones hopefully next week. May not be, maybe the week after, just because of how time constrained I actually am for the upcoming weeks, but hopefully I'll be able to make a video soon. But yeah, it's goodbye for now.